Okay, now we're going to look at using synthetic division. Basically, synthetic division works when you have a single factor with no coefficient in front of the x. So if this is a 2x plus 3, synthetic division, it's doable, but you have to be very, very careful with it. What we have here is, basically what you do is you just write down, you set x plus 3 equal to 0, and when you do that, you get x equals negative 3. So what you're dividing by goes in this little box. Now you write the coefficients in order and you cannot skip place value. So notice here I have a fourth power, so what needs to happen is I need to have 5 terms. So I'm going to write out the coefficients. I have a 1x to the fourth. I don't have an x to the third, so I'm going to have to put a 0 there. I have a negative 10x squared, a negative 2x, and a plus 4, which I just really have to write 4. Now I'm going to leave myself some room here, and the way it works is this. You bring the first number down, and you get a 1, in this case. Whatever's below the line, I multiply. So I would have negative 3 times 1 gives us negative 3. And then whatever's above the line, you add. 0 plus negative 3 is negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Negative 10 plus 9 is negative 1. Negative 3 times negative 1 is 3. Negative 2 plus 3 is 1, and negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. And for the final answer, I get 4 minus 3, which is 1. Now, your last term is going to be a remainder, which is also going to happen, tells you that if you were to plug 1 in for x, or I'm sorry, negative 3 in for x, the original equation would actually come out to 1. So, as far as the dividing part, every time you do synthetic division, and if you have a factor that works, what you want to do is, you're going to write, these are your new coefficients, they just go in order for largest power. But since I started with x to the fourth, this now 1 now becomes a 1, x to the third, the negative 3 is for the x squared, so these are my coefficients going from largest power down. So minus 1x plus 1 plus 1 over, and here's the catch. Remember, you divided by x plus 3. So you still have to put the x plus 3 there. And that's it for synthetic division.